What's going on, guys? It is Brian from Chasing Sound, and we are here for a fun reason. We're here to bring back the Chasing Sound Song Challenge. I have got my Eric Johnson shirt on today. So here's the announcement. We're learning Cliffs of Dover. No, not really. We're going to pick a new song for the song challenge. We've been talking about it a little bit in the Discord that we should bring it back. And I thought it was a great idea to kind of like end the year off on a high note. And then through January, we'll try to do one every single month. If you're not familiar, what we do for the song challenge is we throw a bunch of songs in the Discord, the Chasing Sound Discord, and I put everything together. And then usually run a random number generator, and I pick whatever song that is based on how they were entered into the Discord. But now for this month, for December coming up, and for the rest of 2026, I am going to do it a different way. I actually went all out. I'll show you in a minute here what that looks like, but we're gonna do it a different way, where I just kind of capture all the songs into this random number picker wheel, which I'll show you, which I think is really cool. And then we will pick a song from that. We'll let it pick the song for us. And then what happens throughout the rest of the month is you learn the song, you jump in the Discord, you talk to other people about how you're doing, what parts of the song are difficult for you, where you found the backing track and everything. And I thought, if I just picked the song this live stream, it would be a really quick stream. It'd be done in about 5 minutes. I still don't think it's going to be a long live stream, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you a couple of the tools that I've used in the past and how you can use them yourself to help you learn the song. Two of the things I won't show, but I wanted to talk about anyway, were really just using your phone to capture how your progress is going throughout the month. So, learning the song maybe week one and trying to get it going, and then seeing how far you've come on week four with with your progress, and also using something, if you do have it, you're using something like GarageBand or Logic or any other DAW on Windows even, to record the song and like put the backing track in there, put your own guitar in there, maybe sync it up to a video so you can release it. So I think those two are big. Any recording platform that you have, even just your phone, is worth it. You could just use voice recorder on an iPhone. You could use GarageBand on any Mac. I think it's a lot of fun. But I'm going to show you some other tools today that I've used over the last bunch of years to learn songs and help me, get them learned a lot quicker. So without further ado, I think we should check out the song that we're going to be learning. Like I said, I'm learning this for the first time, as you guys too. What I have here, I went all out. We're going to actually use this thing. It's called Pick Me. I don't know if they make it anymore, but we have 9 different songs here that were entered. And what I'm hoping is that for January, so maybe we'll do it at the end of December. I'm hoping that in January we have even more songs like this to pick from. And the cool thing is, if you don't get your song picked this time, one, it's good to learn different songs, from different styles that you're not used to, or a song you might not have learned, wanted to learn. And then maybe next month your song gets picked. So you could always add them back in again. I'm hoping to do January's at the end of December, and I'll let everybody know. One other change I'm going to do before I pick here is that at the end of December, I'm going to start, about a week early so we have a time to get all the songs in. At the end of December, I'm going to also open it up to the Substack, the newsletter that goes out every Sunday, so we can get as many options as possible. And then just, pick from there. All right. So let's spin the wheel and we will see what song we are learning in December. All right. There it is. It was not a song. I have to see whose song it was. I will go check in the Discord, but it is Big Trouble by David Lee Roth. Actually, let's go to this. Yep. So it is probably Steve I, right? I'm assuming from Eat 'em and Smile. So that's pretty wild, huh? I feel like this is going to be a challenge for a lot of us. Okay. So now that the song is picked, we could close this out, and I am going to show you a couple different things that we can do to learn it. So the first one is really just going to YouTube and typing Big Trouble, David Lee Roth, guitarless, or backing track or whatever. Guitar backing track with vocals, guitar solo backing track. All right, so I don't see one right away, but we'll take a look, and if I have one, I'll post it in the Discord to see if we can find a guitarless backing track. Because I mean, there's one thing that's cool is just, you open up any streaming platform, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and you just play along with the song. That's going to be the best way to understand it. But having a guitarless backing track is, one of the best ways for you to really try to learn it and play your own version over it. And then the next thing is Ultimate Guitar. I feel like they're always really good. So, for learning different things. So we'll go Big Trouble, David Lee Roth, and they actually have a pro version here of it. So if you have a pro version of Ultimate Guitar, go here and it has the tab. So overdrive guitar, lead guitar, bass, and drums. And actually, now that I think about it, this is not going to have vocals, right? It's in standard tuning. This is not going to have vocals, so this is a great way to do the guitar too. Is just take this is kind of like MIDI. I'm not going to play it on the stream, but this is kind of like MIDI, so you can learn Big Trouble by doing it here, and then lead guitar. You have a bunch of solos. This is going to be wild. It's going to be a crazy December. I don't know that I'm going to be able to learn the whole thing in December, but if we do, I think that's going to be awesome. It's going to be a challenge. So let's do it. Another thing you could do, which I wanted to show you, was if you get the track from, let's say, we look at Big Trouble, David Lee Roth here. You just grab the song here and you copy the link. One program that I've been using on the Mac for a long time is this one called Downy. There's a lot of other versions of this on, I'm sure there's like a YouTube version of this on the web that you can get just the audio from the YouTube link. But I like to use Downy to grab the link and download the audio only. You could download videos this way too, but I like to get just the audio only. If you get the audio only from Downy, I open this up for you guys too, and you have Logic. Logic has this cool thing called the stem splitter, where you can throw a song in there, and then you can choose what you want. Like if you separate all the stems here, you can take vocals out and then just have drums, bass, and guitar. It's really, really cool, and it actually breaks them out into separate tracks for you, separate stem tracks, so you can practice your guitar over it. You can have vocals, you can not have vocals, whatever you like, but it works really, really well with whatever they're doing. So that's another thing. Another thing too, I'll just show you really quick, is Guitar Pro. If there's a Guitar Pro version, it's kind of similar to what I showed you in Ultimate Guitar, but I like checking it out because it plays the MIDI along with the tab, and you're able to see it actually go by as you're playing it, and you're able to slow it down. And then the final thing I like that I think is really helpful, I've used a ton, is this thing called Transcribe. It's a program for the Mac, maybe for Windows too, I'm not sure. It looks old school, but it works really well. This is actually a track. I don't know if it'll play here over the stream, but this is actually a track from one of my songs where I was doing a backing track for, for our viewership. I was doing some backing track here, and the cool thing about this is you're able to slow down the song. There's a lot of things like this right now, right? There's a lot of apps like this that do this, but you're able to slow down the song without changing the pitch, and you can actually transcribe it either way too. You could change the levels of it, either flat or sharp. I'll play this song here. We'll see. I'll show you what it's all about. So yeah, this is my song. And like, let's say you're not able to play it at 100% right away. Play at 70%. And the cool thing about this is, again, it's not changing the note value at all. You know, it's not changing the actual pitch of the note. So you can learn it really, really slow and then kind of inch your way up 80% until you finally have it at 100%. So that's another great app that I like. Not only can you import audio, which is great, but let's say you wanted to import a video of this song, even if it's like a live video, just to get an idea of how Steve Vai is playing the song. You could also import the video and slow it down in the same way. So that's really, really helpful in seeing where they're actually playing the stuff on the fretboard. So that is Transcribe. I won't save that. And that's it. Those are the kind of couple of the tools that I wanted to show you that you could use that I think are super helpful. So that's it. December starts tomorrow. Right now it's Sunday, November 30th. December starts on a Monday. I couldn't think of a better time than to start learning a song, especially this one. Like I said, it's going to be a challenge because there's a lot to learn. It's Steve Vai, you know, it's not going to be simple, maybe not for beginners. But what I would say is, even if you think this song is outside of your reach, throw it into one of those programs and slow it down. And you can definitely learn anything if you break it up into different pieces. And if you don't think that you can learn something like the lead parts, at least learn the rhythm parts, which will also help you as a guitar player. So there's always something to learn, no matter what type of song it is. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, there's definitely stuff that you can throw into your own playing. And I'm really excited about it. Jump into the Discord. I'll put a link to the Discord in this video that'll last for a week. So you can jump in there, get, you know, friendly with everybody. We could talk about the song, how we're going to attack it, how we're going to learn it. If there's any good lessons too, that's something I didn't mention on YouTube. Not only can you get good backing tracks, but because this is an older song, there might be a lot of people that have already done a lesson on this song that might help us out too. So biggest thing is that we're all in this together. We're all going to learn this together, and that I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon, and I hope to see you in the Discord.